Have you ever wondered how Zeus, the king of all gods, came into existence? Our tale begins with a prophecy, a foretelling that echoed through the halls of time. Cronus, the Titan and Zeus's father, was warned that he would be overthrown by one of his own children. Terrified by this prophecy, Cronus did the unthinkable. He swallowed each of his children as they were born. But when it came to Zeus, the last of his offspring, Cronus's wife Rhea, devised a cunning plan. She hid the newborn Zeus on the island of Crete, entrusting his upbringing to a group of nurturing nymphs. In Cronus's world, Zeus was out of sight and, more importantly, out of mind. Through this crafty deception, Zeus was spared the same fate as his siblings. He grew up sheltered and safe, far from his father's destructive grasp. So Zeus escaped the fate of his siblings thanks to his mother's cunning plan. But how did he become the king of gods? So, how did Zeus, the last-born child of Cronus, rise to become the king of gods? It's a tale steeped in myth and legend, a saga known as the Titanomachy. This epic conflict, a 10-year war of cosmic proportions, pitted the Titans against the Olympians, led by no other than Zeus himself. But Zeus was not alone. He rallied his siblings, who had also been swallowed by their father Cronus and later disgorged, to his cause. Together they formed the Olympians, a formidable force of divine beings, each with their unique powers. The Olympians' ranks were further bolstered by allies including the Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires, monstrous creatures with immense strength and power. Now, the Titanomachy wasn't just a clash of raw power, it was a battle of wits and cunning. Zeus, showing a strategic brilliance beyond his years, freed the Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires from Tartarus, the deepest abyss of the underworld where they were imprisoned by the Titans. In gratitude, the Cyclopes gifted Zeus with his iconic thunderbolts, weapons of incredible destructive power. The war raged on, with neither side giving quarter, but the tide turned in favor of the Olympians. The Titans, once the rulers of the cosmos, found themselves overwhelmed by the combined might and strategy of Zeus and his allies. After a grueling 10 years of combat, the Olympians emerged victorious. The defeated Titans were banished to Tartarus, the very prison they had used to confine their enemies. In the aftermath of this colossal conflict, Zeus ascended to the throne, his authority uncontested. His rise from obscurity to the pinnacle of power was complete. He had defied the odds, challenged the status quo, and emerged victorious. He was no longer just Zeus, the last-born child of Cronus. He was Zeus, the king of the gods, the ruler of the cosmos. With the Titans defeated, Zeus claimed his place as the king of the gods, but what kind of ruler was he? Now that Zeus had ascended the throne, what kind of king did he turn out to be? Zeus's reign was nothing short of legendary. As the king of gods, he was known for his wisdom and justice, characteristics that were deeply revered in the ancient Greek society. He was a powerful figure who commanded respect, not just because of his position, but also because of the wisdom he displayed in his judgments. As king, Zeus had the challenging task of maintaining order and harmony among the gods. He was the final judge, and his decisions were not to be questioned. His sense of justice was profound, often putting him at odds with other gods who sought to act on their whims and desires. Yet, his wisdom often prevailed, ensuring a balanced and fair reign. But Zeus was not just the king of gods, he was also the god of the sky and thunder. He controlled natural phenomena, and his symbols, the thunderbolt, eagle, bull, and oak tree, are reflective of his dominion over the sky and earth. His control over the weather made him an essential figure for the ancient Greeks, who depended on his favor for good weather and successful harvests. His importance in Greek mythology cannot be overstated. His name is synonymous with power and authority, and his story is woven into the fabric of Greek cultural heritage. Yet Zeus's reign was not without controversy. His numerous affairs and the many children he fathered are well documented in Greek mythology. From gods to mortals, nymphs to titans, Zeus's love interests were many and varied. These affairs often led to conflicts and complications, adding a layer of intrigue and drama to his reign. Despite these indiscretions, Zeus's reign was marked by wisdom and justice. His rule set the standard for divine leadership, and his legacy continues to influence our understanding of Greek mythology. Zeus's reign was marked by wisdom and justice, but also by his numerous affairs and the many children he fathered. Zeus's reign had a significant impact on Greek mythology, but what is his legacy? Let's dive in. His influence permeates ancient tales, and his stories continue to captivate us today. He was no ordinary deity. His extraordinary power and complex character made him a compelling figure, and his exploits, both heroic and scandalous, have become legendary. Zeus's legacy extends beyond his own deeds. Many gods and heroes trace their lineage back to him. From the mighty Hercules, renowned for his strength and courage, to the beautiful Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, Zeus's descendants are as diverse and fascinating as the god himself. They've inherited his power, his passion, and yes, his flaws, carrying forward his legacy in their own stories. In the grand saga of Greek mythology, Zeus's influence is undeniable. His stories, his descendants, and his legacy continue to shape this rich tapestry of tales. Zeus, the king of gods, left an indelible mark on Greek mythology, his stories and descendants shaping the rich tapestry of these ancient tales.